I'm just sitting here listening to Matt Kahn, and he's talking about something totally different than what I'm going through. But just being in someone you love, like just being in their transmission or whatever, can be really helpful and can dissolve just a lot of places in yourself where you're hooked in to things that aren't true. And I'm realizing how hooked in, or how the light has revealed to me on deeper levels in my being, how I've been hooked into these beliefs of I'm bad or I'm not innately good. And I'm realizing how much I actually don't want to let go of those beliefs, and how sometimes things in life happen in just the perfect way to really kind of illuminate where you're still willing to believe that you're bad or that you're wrong. And of course, there's relative right and wrong on earth and all that. But I'm just talking about core beliefs, or that like you're a mistake. And I was just listening to Matt Kahn, and I was feeling the light coming through him, helping me let go of these beliefs. And then I felt this aspect of myself come up and be like, no, we don't want to let go of that story. We don't want to let go of that part of ourselves or something. We don't want to let go of that belief. Because these beliefs, they have this familiarity to them, and it's almost like if we let go of these core beliefs of like I'm bad or I'm wrong or I'm a mistake, it's almost like who are we? There's like a fear there. There's a fear of vibrating higher. There's a fear of expansion, like the animal body, the egoic layers. They can clench at that and say, no, I want to hang on to I'm bad, and it's gonna kind of find all these reasons why we're bad, so it can kind of reinforce that belief so it can stay. But it's like an anchor, it's heavy. And I just found my consciousness like almost veering back into that belief and wanting to stay hooked, and then just something went, no, I actually don't want to stay hooked into this core belief that I'm bad. And this is layers, right? I mean, this is not nearly as dense and as thick and as kind of sticky as it was years ago. And that's why I've made so many videos, and just so many tantric videos where I'm just, very vulnerable and very open, because I'll own darkness a lot because I want to dissolve. There's just been this calling in my soul and my heart to dissolve these layers of I'm bad, because they're so deeply entrenched in my ancestral lineage. And it just got kind of passed down into my DNA, into my cellular structure, into my, just into my bones. And so this stuff runs really deep. And, after being on this path for years, I'm realizing we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We're getting down to the core wounds, and shit's getting really real, really intense. Because sometimes when we're about to release a core belief, shit fucking gets intense. Like, when we're releasing a core belief of I'm bad, wow, the world your external reflection can get really, really hot. It can be a lot of fire. There can be like something might happen like out of nowhere that's just like, oh my God, and it's going to trigger up this feeling of I'm bad, and you're going to be so sure of it. But actually, you're just releasing the rest of this core wound, and you're almost liberated from it. And it's just like, are you willing to step into this knowing that you're innately good, even when it seems like it's impossible that you could be good? Because it's going to feel impossible that you could be good when you're touching into the core part of this wound of I'm bad, or I'm unworthy, or I'm not good, or I'm incomplete, or whatever. And so can you be with those feelings? Like, when you get to the bottom of these core wounds, those feelings of I'm bad, that guilt and that shame is going to be so convincing and so sticky and so gripping. And it's like noticing that there is this part of you, this higher aspect of you, that is ready and is willing to let go of that, even though you're not going to know who you're going to be when you let go of these core beliefs. You might not even know how to be for a while. It's going to be like, whoa, and I'm just going through it right now, so I can't even put the words to it as precisely. But there's this sense of like, holy fuck, who am I going to be without all this guilt and this shame and these core beliefs that have been with me my whole life? that have, in a sense, served at least they had the illusion of serving, of keeping me safe, of keeping us little, or whatever the illusion is of how it's keeping us safe, right? But just noticing that there's more and more consciousness waking up in my body, and that this consciousness is more and more just wanting freedom, wanting liberation, and is willing to let go of the old stories, of the old beliefs. And it's like a lot of us are probably ascending out of these beliefs rooted in lack and unworthiness and all that stuff. So just coming in with a quick share. Much love.